I'm going to recommend consuming one Brazil nut every single day as just part of your routine. Why? Because one Brazil nut contains roughly between 68 to 91 micrograms of selenium. And I'm going to talk about the importance of selenium. We need it. It's essential, and many people are deficient. The daily value of selenium that we need is about 55 micrograms. So one nut would totally prevent a deficiency. About 500 million to 1 billion people on planet Earth are deficient. Now, there's a lot more that have subclinical deficiencies. And selenium is a trace mineral. It's in the soils, and the plant is supposed to absorb it. If the plant has the necessary microorganisms in the soil to make it available to the plant, and also if there's selenium in the soil, because selenium is not distributed evenly on the Earth's crust. There's certain pockets. It's more on the coastline, and it's more associated with soils that are rich in iodine. And so we know a lot of soils are deficient in iodine. The chances are they're also deficient in selenium. The other problem with selenium in the soil is that when we fertilize the soil with NPK, which is a conventional type fertilizer, the phosphorus, that's the P, will make selenium unavailable as well. So unless you're putting selenium in the soil, chances are it's not going to be in the soil for the plant to absorb, and then you eat the plant, or you eat the animals that eat the plants, and you're going to be deficient. I'm also going to recommend that you consume a organic Brazil nut because you don't know if they spray these nuts after they harvest them. But selenium is a very powerful antioxidant. It can help oxidative damage, free radical damage, and it is also a building block to make glutathione, which is probably the most powerful antioxidant in the body. Selenium also has the ability to decrease something called TPO antibodies by 21%. And that has to do with Hashimoto's, the autoimmune condition in thyroid problems, slow thyroid conditions as in hypothyroidism. This is why selenium is very, very important in decreasing those antibodies and also helping you convert from T4 to T3. So selenium will also help protect against cancer because it prevents the damage to the DNA of cells, especially the mitochondria. It helps to support cardiovascular damage. It helps the immune system. It helps the thyroid conversion, like I just mentioned before. It helps build glutathione, which I've talked about. That's why it's good for the liver. And it also will decrease the toxic effects of mercury, lead, cadmium, and other heavy metals. So because we live in a toxic environment and most people are deficient in selenium, you might want to consume one Brazil nut. Make sure it's organic every day.